What would you do if you found a $250,000 watch sitting in a stranger's car with nobody watching and your own family desperately needed money? That was the exact test a broke valet named Marcus faced one freezing night. And the way life repaid him over a decade later is the kind of story that makes you believe karma isn't just a saying. It's a debt that always gets collected. It was a brutal winter night in downtown Chicago. Marcus, a 22-year-old college dropout, worked the graveyard shift at a five-star steakhouse, shivering in a thin uniform that did nothing against the wind. He was down to his last $23, and his little sister was sick with a lung infection he had no idea how to pay for. Around midnight, a growling Porsche screeched into the valet lane. Out stepped Arthur Sterling, a billionaire known for his temper and his contempt for the help. He didn't even look at Marcus. "Don't you dare scratch my rims, kid," he snapped, shoving the keys into Marcus's chest. Marcus pulled the car into the dark garage. That's when he saw it. A diamond-crusted watch worth $250,000, sitting right there on the passenger seat. Beside it, an envelope thick with crisp $100 bills. His hands started shaking. Nobody was watching. There were no cameras in that corner of the garage. Just a few of those bills could cover his sister's medicine for months. But his grandfather's voice came back to him, clear as day. "Son, your character is what you do when no one's looking." 3 hours later, a very drunk Arthur stumbled out of the restaurant. Marcus walked up and calmly handed him everything: the keys, the envelope, the watch, untouched. "You left these in the car, sir," he said. Arthur snatched the watch, held it under the streetlight, and his face twisted. "There's a scratch on this glass!" he roared. Then he started counting the bills faster and faster. "You stole from me! You stole $50, you little thief!" Within minutes, the manager fired Marcus on the spot. He was thrown out into the snow, humiliated in front of the entire staff, punished for doing the one honest thing he could have done that night. Sitting alone at a bus stop, frozen and broken, Marcus barely noticed the woman who sat down beside him. It was Claire, Arthur's executive assistant. "I saw the whole thing," she said quietly. "He scratched that watch himself yesterday, on a glass door. He just needed someone to blame it on." She pressed a business card into his hand, wrapped around a $100 bill. "My brother runs a coding boot camp. Call him tomorrow. You have something most people don't: real integrity. Don't waste it." 12 years passed. Arthur Sterling's empire didn't just shrink, it collapsed completely. Fraud lawsuits, shady deals catching up with him, one betrayal after another. He lost the penthouses. He lost the private jet. Eventually, he lost everyone who'd ever called him a friend. Meanwhile, on a sunny afternoon outside a five-star hotel in Beverly Hills, a Rolls-Royce pulled up to the entrance. An old, exhausted valet shuffled forward to open the door. Out stepped a man in a perfectly tailored suit, radiating the kind of quiet confidence that only real success can give you. It was Marcus, now the founder of a tech company he'd sold for over $1 billion. He looked at the tired old valet standing in front of him, hand already out for a tip, eyes down in exhaustion. It was Arthur. He didn't recognize Marcus at all. Marcus reached into his pocket, pulled out a single crisp $100 bill, and placed it gently in Arthur's trembling hand. "Keep the change, Arthur," he said. Arthur froze. He looked up slowly, confused. "How do you know my name?" Marcus smiled, not out of revenge, but something closer to peace. "I'm the kid who supposedly scratched your watch." Then he turned and walked into the hotel, leaving Arthur standing frozen on the curb, finally understanding exactly what he'd thrown away that night. Because karma doesn't forget. It just waits for the right moment to hand you back exactly what you gave.